So guys, today we are here with a full breakdown of the New Land Beyond exotic sniper rifle, what it does, how much damage it deals, and everything you need to know about acquiring this weapon as well. So let's first talk about that. In order to get this weapon, you do need to pre-order the brand new Edge of Fate expansion, but you need to specifically pre-order the Ultimate Edition. This edition also includes everything included with the Edge of Fate expansion and everything included with the Renegade expansion, the two expansions launching this year. So if you play Destiny 2 a lot, that's probably the edition you are going for anyway, and you'll also get the New Land Beyond here as a little reward alongside some other Star Wars goodies as well. But with that out of the way, let's now just go over the weapon itself. It has two main traits like always, the first one being the Master, where scoring precision hits increases this weapon's damage until the wielder's defeat, and it also massively increases ammo reserves. Then its second trait is called Bullseye Bolster, where landing a precision hit substantially increases this weapon's target acquisition, handling, reload speed, and stability for a short duration of time. Now in terms of overall feel and design, this weapon is exactly like it was back inside of Destiny 1. The design hasn't changed all that much apart from a little bit of a recolor with a new white paint job and some wooden textures added to it as well. So visually it looks a lot better compared to its generic brown look inside of Destiny 1, and its perks are just way better than they were in D1 anyway. I believe back in Destiny 1 all it had mainly was Mulligan and its weird iron sights, so the fact that this thing has actual perks now is a major plus. But now let's go into the damage values of this weapon. So at 0 stacks of the Master, this weapon is going to be doing 88,498 damage, but of course every precision hit is going to be increasing the damage that you deal. So when you get to 20 stacks, one thing to note is that your Master perk actually changes to the Grandmaster, and this is kind of a soft cap for how much damage this weapon actually does per shot with this Master trait. So when you get to 20 stacks, your maximum damage is going to be 150,447 damage per shot. That's around a 70% increase to your total damage, but the Grandmaster stacks do actually go all the way up to 100 stacks. So at 40 stacks, your damage goes up to 152,975. At 60 stacks, you go up to 153,037 damage per shot, and then it caps out at 100 stacks at 153,102 damage. So you're able to see that once you get to that 20 stacks, damage that you're doing with each consecutive stack above 20 does get smaller. So at 100 stacks, the total damage increase is 73%, but then once again at 20 stacks, you're getting a 70% damage increase. So you're mainly going to be wanting to get that maximum of 20 stacks to gain the full benefit of this weapon, and then after that you're just getting small incremental buffs there to your overall damage. But now the main question is, how does this compare to something like Izanagi's Burden or Whisper of the Worm, some of the best DPS snipers in the game in terms of boss nuking or elongated damage phases? So comparing an individual shot to Izanagi's Burden with its 4 times empowered shot alongside the Catalyst, Izanagi's Burden blows this weapon out of the water with a 4 times honed edge shot doing 231,062 damage. And all you have to do to get that is reload the gun, and that's it. And for Whisper of the Worm with its Catalyst Whispered Breathing, you're going to be doing 93,560 damage per shot, and Whisper of the Worm has the benefit of not running out of ammo as long as you keep on hitting headshots. So New Land Beyond does fall off compared to those options, but one thing that New Land Beyond has an advantage of compared to Izanagi's Burden is the increased ammo reserves. This thing does have a lot of ammo in it, so if you're taking it into some generic content, let's say some Rite of the Nine content, this weapon is very good to use, especially if you're able to go through the dungeons flawlessly and get those higher stack values. Being able to just absolutely nuke some of those chunkier targets in those dungeons, especially on Eternity or Ultimatum mode, is going to be very handy, especially for the Spyro the Watcher dungeon out right now. All those Vex Hydras get absolutely annihilated, especially with Anti-Barrier Sniper this season, so definitely take advantage of that. But if you're going into something like a raid and want to use this thing for like DPS, I don't know how that's really going to be able to compete when you do have something like Whisper of the Worm. Now I've seen people be able to like 2-man witness with this thing, so it's definitely doable, but there are some better options out there, especially for like overall damage. Whisper of the Worm, once again, way better because infinite ammo and just more damage per shot generally. and also is knowing his burden if you're going into stuff like GMs. So compared to those options, New Land Beyond isn't all that good. But if you are a PvP enjoyer and want to go back to the old days of using New Land Beyond or No Land Beyond back in Destiny 1, this thing, from what I've seen in a way, does act pretty much exactly the same. I've seen some very disgusting clips of people hitting some nasty shots with this weapon inside of PvP, so have a great time with that. It's still a fun weapon nonetheless, and currently anyway, we do not have access to this weapon's catalyst. Normally, catalysts with pre-order exclusive exotics do release with the expansion, so there might be some damage boosting ability tied to that catalyst, or you might just get the mulligan trait that this thing had back in Destiny 1. I have no idea, we'll have to wait until then, and I'll probably update the pinned comment of this video with what Catalyst actually does. I don't know if you can check on light.gg what Catalyst does anyway, but if I can, I'll update the pinned comment with all the information about the Catalyst, or I'll make a separate video in case the Catalyst is absolutely crazy and breathtaking and makes this gun way, way stronger. But for my general opinions on this weapon, it's very fun to use. I've been using it inside of the Rite of the Nine dungeons, and it's a whole load of fun. So if you're interested and want this weapon, I would definitely recommend it. It's a great time, but if you're on the edge and don't really want this weapon, don't worry, because it'll probably be available through some other sources once the Edge of Fate actually releases. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today on the New Land Beyond. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because I'm hoping to hit 2,000 subs before the Edge of Fate launches. So if you could help out there, I would very much appreciate it. But with that all said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one.